Hi everyone! This vlog is gonna be about Home Resort's annual team building. Before we started, we had a little photo shoot and video shoot for the whole staff. Then we sorted them out to their teams. Now, before anything else, we started with an opening prayer. The first activity is Get to Know. Everyone forms a circle on the basketball area, and whoever has the ball, in this case a volleyball, will introduce himself or herself, stating their full name, hobby, nickname, tenure at the resort, and complete the phrase, "I am grateful because." The ball is then tossed to another player, and whoever has the ball comes next. This activity allows each player to know more about their coworkers, especially outside the workplace. The next activity is one that most team buildings start with, and that's preparing a team name and cheer. Basically, the teams were given 15 minutes to come up with their own cheer. Let's see how it went. We had the draw to pick the first team to present, and it was the maroon/red team.
Here we are, walking down the street saying, "Ang galing, 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 galing." Ibang team, chupe, chupe, chupe. Ang green team, uwe, uwe, uwe. Blazing maroon!
Then the green team.
Are you ready, green team? Yes, we are! G! R! E! E! A! We are the Green Archers! Dito na ang green team, hindi magkakatalo. Hindi kami susuko, ang ating team manalo. We are the Green Archers! Maroon! Maroon! Uwe! 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 Maroon! Maroon! Uwe! 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 Manalo! Manalo! Cute pa rin kami! Manalo! Manalo! Cute pa rin kami!
The first game is Amazing Race. This is based on the reality series with the same name. Rules of the game are the same in general. The first team to complete the tasks win. Each team is given the same set of tasks but rearranged, so they won't be doing the same task at the same time and won't copy each other or bump into each other when doing the tasks. I've given one free pass for each team, stating that they can skip a task if they find it really difficult to solve. But there's a catch. They will have an additional 5 minutes on their total time. I wanted to document the whole thing, but since I couldn't be at all places at once, one of the tasks was for them to take a complete group photo on every location they'll go to. This is what the camera icon means on each task or riddle. In some locations, the other team may see the other team's tasks, and of course they are not allowed to hide it or try to sabotage the other team. This will test their integrity, and if they do so, they will be penalized with additional time. So generally, I give them the first task. They need to do the task or solve the riddle, then go back to the base for me to check. Once they complete the task correctly, then I will give them the next task or riddle, and so on, until they finish all the tasks. To start, I gave the first task of each team face down to their chosen leaders, and then gave them the go signal. I'm gonna show you a quick flashback from this morning and some clips during the game itself. One of the games is Amazing Race. Okay, so I've created some tasks and some riddles that I plan to hide around the resort. Okay, there's specific locations and activities that they must do. The challenge for me right now is I should be able to hide those tasks and riddles around the resort without any of the players seeing me. So the event starts at 1 p.m. today. It's around 8 a.m. right now. I'm gonna have to, secretly plot those tasks around the resort. Hopefully, no one sees me. Let's go, guys! The first task I've plotted was one they needed to do by the pool. I wanted the tasks to be related to the resort, so it won't just be random tasks, but it will serve as tests to them about their knowledge of the resort and how to deal with certain situations in the workplace and of course, working as a team.
Mabuhay! Welcome to Home Resort!
Then I had to plot the ones on the trees. Being careful not to be seen, I picked 2 trees in the resort and hid the task for each team. There are several trees in the area, but during the orientation, I've told them where the area limits of the game will be, so it shouldn't be that difficult to find. But in the game, it actually was their hardest task, which took the most of their time.
Okay, but pass or two. Room. Next.
So below the tree, I hid the different rocks with one of them having the right answer, which will allow them to proceed to the next task. Next was the observatory. This was all the way up and had a puzzle for them to solve. But, plot twist, it will be missing a piece. I had to make sure that they realize it after they try to solve the puzzle. I assigned someone to just stay up in the observatory with a clue to their missing piece. That person will not say or do anything unless the team asks her. Then she will give the clue. This is one of the tasks that can be relevant to the workplace. If you're stuck and don't know what to do or what the next step is, always ask. Because if you don't, you'd end up wasting a lot of time and not accomplishing anything. The missing piece was located back at the playground, under the swing. Next was plotting the task by the host, which leads them to another location by solving another riddle. And this was on the dragon fruit garden.
Hear that? Someone's sweeping.
Of course, being careful not to step on any of the plants. I stated on the task that they had to dig, but then when I started plotting, I realized that I cannot easily dig up the soil, so I just placed it by the flag instead. They had to answer some questions to proceed to the next task.
Kamusta? Wala nang kuritas.
One of the tasks didn't have anything for me to plot. It was for me the easiest task. The buhok ni Maria was fixed on both teams as the second to the last task.
And we learn, Ama.
Once they finish with that, they get the last and final task.
Here we are, walking down the street, saying, ang galing, 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 galing. Ibang team, chupe, chupe, chupe. Ang green team, uwe, uwe, uwe. Blazing for good.
After a break, the next game was Balloon Caterpillar. Each team of 6 had 5 balloons, each balloon in between 2 persons. All they need to do is to walk towards the chair, make a turn, and go back. They are not allowed to touch the balloon, and if the balloon drops, they need to go back to the start. Whoever finishes first wins. After that was an individual game. They form a circle. Whoever starts makes his or her own move. Then, counterclockwise, the second person copies the first move and add their own move. Then the next person does the same. He or she copies the previous moves and so on until someone makes a mistake. Last player standing wins.
System mo, sir. Oo, di mo pa lagyan yun. Oo, sige, sir. Oo, ah. Delikado na. Delikado mo. Dalawa to. Sige, dagdagan mo, sir.
Next one is a bi-pair game. One group forms an inner circle and the other an outer circle. When the music plays, they dance around on opposite directions. Inner circle counterclockwise and outer circle clockwise. When stopped, they do a pose, either friends, marry, or propose. Whoever does the pose last is removed from the game. Last pair standing wins.
Out na sila.
After dinner was our last game, Human Tic-Tac-Toe. Each team member is assigned a number from 1 to 6. The chairs in the middle will act as a tic-tac-toe board. When their number is called, they race towards the spot they want to fill in on the board. The first one gets the spot. The first team to form a horizontal, vertical, or diagonal line wins. This game is a race to 5.
Okay, we're na. Six. One ito.
Here we wanted to challenge them more, so we let them all start at the back.
Three. One. Four. One. Eva, okay. Five. Sabay. Nagkalahating puwet. Game, ready, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alina, wow! Two.
After all the games, we discussed and had each one let us know their learnings in the event, the importance of teamwork, and how they can implement it in the workplace. We discussed each one and glad to say they learned a lot and had fun at the same time.